after the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun now for Wentz. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First down.
Now Wentz. That's caught by Adams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
Colts.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On play action, it's Wentz. Crowder's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Eckler. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
The guard brings up 2nd and 9.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
At the 41-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And they'll let one go deep for Howard. And traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They started on the ground with Eckler. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Austin Eckler.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now a play fake. Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On second down, here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. That's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. We'll get this out wide to Metcalf. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Lutz is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a
big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
Herbert's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
At the 17-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Wentz. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action. Now Wentz. And Adams has it complete. The 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devontae Adams, 83 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
For the extra point.
He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now it's Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On play action, Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by a Keller Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just going to be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful not being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st and 10, Herbert will find Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. They'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Indianapolis.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. He was 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw here is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. 3rd down here.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 50.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes this score Chargers 24, Colts 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Yeah, that coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, Okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night as his guys are able to regain the lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Colts 28, Chargers 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to float this one deep right side. Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Wentz going to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Baker with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now Eckler, and the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And Wentz is intercepted yet again. Greedy Williams picks it off. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down. It's Gibson, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he'll complete this to Gibson. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Herbert off of play action. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 28. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
A.J. Dillon, the ball
brought down by Nate Gehrig.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Indianapolis.
On play action, it's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And down inside the 10 and the 9. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 66 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards.
Colts.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now Wentz. He'll get this to Eckler. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
For the point after.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Wentz will try again on second down. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Play action. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
The ball carrier.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Wentz to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And this offense needs a touchdown. Field goal won't get it done in this situation. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, things are looking a little bit bleak.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. On play action, Wentz. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. On 1st down, here's Breida. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
The 23-yard line.
As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fifth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EA Sports.